Tuna sub buffalo chicken bites and chips mukbang. Today, 6 hours ago, 3,000 views.
Oof.
I love that for her. Apparently she defended Cuba Rage and Attack Nader.
Wow.
Oh, it says it's Cuba in the title. Oh boy, oh boy.
Hello, foodie beauties. Hi guys, assalamu alaikum.
No cameo.
No cameo.
Welcome back to another video.
24
Today-
minutes of eating.
I am having Substop, which is like a franchise here. It's the old Subway, I think, but it's not Subway. Snapple.
Garbage right on the floor.
I haven't had Snapple in like forever. I forgot a fork, but whatever. We're gonna eat with our hands today. So I was craving
As opposed to...
Right.
a sub, and we have here, these are Arabic chips. No, I'm kidding. Well, they are kind of.
They're kettle cooked chips. I have eyeballs. I can see what it says. Kettle cooked S tier.
Kettle cooked sea salt and cider vinegar. I love sea salt and some kind of fancy vinegar chips. Excuse me.
Salt and vinegar, Chantel. Don't get carried away. It's salt and vinegar.
I have a tuna sub, which I've been craving for some reason.
Okay, so this isn't all the food. This is not all
It's
the
the
food.
second meal.
Tuna sub.
Why is her head cut off? I don't know. This is the exact point of view we have in the video. This is it.
And we have some buffalo chicken bites. Yum. All right, so let's dig in. It's a 6-inch tuna.
Yeah, it's definitely not her first meal.
And
Look, her eyes are just out of frame.
for these chips on it.
Okay.
A garbage bag here already. Cleaning up as you go is like a huge helper. I used to just leave everything laying around, as you guys know. All right.
Yeah.
So I have a touchy
Just
subject
like
today.
yesterday.
Something that a lot of people online like
It's not buffalo chicken bites. It's chicken bites with buffalo dip.
Yes.
to talk about, but what you probably don't know for me is that I don't like to talk about it. I don't even like to think about it. Beauty bite, buffalo. Dip them in the buffalo.
No
She
bismillah.
forgot to say the word.
No bismillah.
Uh-oh.
Not bad. Tuna has cucumber, black olives, pickles, lettuce.
She doesn't know what's on it. Why doesn't she know what's on it?
Mixed cheese, Southwest sauce.
No one wants to see it.
No.
Parmesan oregano bread.
Parmesan.
Yeah.
I hate it. Stop.
Go eat your happy
BB
cat.
gal.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, just the lettuce already. One bite.
Nice and cold. I want to talk about Cuba a bit.
Why would she even bring this
Get
up?
that cat the fuck out. That cat's going after the food. Get it the fuck out of there.
That's the cat's food. It's tuna. The cat's excited.
Dander, cat hair, shit paws, all right on the food.
Yep.
Disgusting. She doesn't like the food. Watch. She just throws it down.
Why would all this shit she said was on there? It doesn't even sound good on tuna.
She
Southwest sauce on tuna? What? Why?
She got mad about it. She threw it down.
She's not happy.
What? How did you manage that?
Just exploding chips.
How the hell did you manage that? Chomp?
Why is your fast forward so slow? You guys said in like 1 second?
Look, how did you launch food from your mouth? How? How?
Because I've seen some comments from people saying that I should go to Cuba again and be happy.
Who?
One person, maybe?
Who said this?
And I swear, in the same breath, people will say, you were so happy in Cuba. And then pick apart my Cuba rage. So
You were way happier when you were in Cuba than you've been in Kuwait.
Mm-hmm.
That just is what it is.
Yeah, you just got drunk and angry one time.
oh. I thought about chewing's annoying. I tell you, maybe Gad.
Chewing is annoying. Is that what you just said? There's bread on here. I have to chew. This is too much work.
It's just...
I can't just swallow it whole.
We're just getting closer and closer to the... She's going to start blending her meals.
Jesus.
How I was really feeling. Cuba Resorts, Cuba itself, has the potential to be very, fun.
It has potential to be.
Yeah, if you go out of your hotel room.
It was my first time traveling alone. In that way.
She must have the mic under her hijab.
I went with Sunwing Vacations. Hi.
No, you went there to spite Natter.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason you went. Everybody knows it.
Pretty.
How long till she brings up abusive relationship?
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I had just gotten my terminated channel back. But then I brought with me, because you can't escape it. Even though you're going on vacation, leave all your problems behind. My problems followed me to Cuba.
No, you brought them with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was still attached to a narcissistic abuser.
Ah,
Yeah,
there it is.
we go.
She doesn't like the sandwich at all.
No, it's not good.
I was getting extremely drunk to escape my feelings.
You had like a pint of alcohol.
So Cuba, for those of you who don't know, was... I got extremely inebriated.
The FFG's doing the whole Crackhead Olympics retelling, and channels have redone the Cuba Rage because it's a great fucking stream. But I feel like people have been asking her about it, so now she's trying to like cut it off at the pass.
Right, try and pretend it wasn't what it was.
Yeah.
This was a couple years ago. And
She was dealing with the emotional trauma of being abused.
before I became a Muslim revert. I bought a bottle of rum from my mom as a souvenir and I drank it. The whole
You drank a pint of rum.
thing. Because that's how I used to deal with my feelings.
No? I've seen you drink twice in your entire channel career.
She was always an alcoholic, an abuse victim.
Drown them out.
No, you were doing meth and coke, not drinking.
Everything black inside of me came out that night in my infamous Cuba Rage.
Yeah, when you told an abuse victim that she deserves it for taking your man. We remember.
And I regret that. I regret a lot of things I said. And if you were in that chat, and I unfairly cursed at you, I apologize. I do.
Yeah, you're not getting them back, Chantel. They're gone.
No, yeah, they've been long gone.
All your people are gone, man. You have maybe a couple dozen channel members anymore. They're gone. You ruined it. You fucked it up.
She chased them all off.
I'm really sorry about that. There were
not
people like
coming back.
antagonizing me because they knew they could get me to rage easily.
Oh,
But-
but people were antagonizing her. She wasn't just bringing up Natter for no reason to anger herself.
Like she's doing right now.
Yep.
And we did have Demon Cat voice. That is the thing that happened. We had a Chantel blackout.
I shouldn't have drank that, and I shouldn't have used that as an excuse to excuse what I was saying.
I don't know, man. I got too drunk last night. And you know what I didn't do? Go on racist tirades on live streams.
Right.
I didn't become a fucking psycho bigot on a live stream. I just jammed out to George Thorogood.
I had hate in my heart. Astaghfirullah.
You can never get too drunk. Oof, that's what you think. You do one bourbon, one scotch, one beer at the bar close. I did the bourbon, done. I did the scotch, cool. I went for the beer, and everything changed.
Yep. That's right when it hit you.
The scotch, oh boy. John says, I went on a racist rant 2 hours ago, but you're not drunk. That's just who you are.
From what I was going through with certain people. Was, you know, I felt used and abused, and I felt used in Cuba as well. I allowed that to happen.
Now, you sold your laptop for drugs. We all saw this. Wake up in a jail cell and tell me you can't get too drunk. I haven't done that. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attack. Man, that... I think it was... Phil described it perfectly. He said, when you do the scotch and you got it, you're good. Then the world just changes when you reach for the beer. It's like it hits you. It's all in your eyes. I did it, and I looked at Shelly, and I'm like, I gotta go. We have to leave. I need to get a ride. I'm done. I'm gonna die. And I got home. I made it inside. I went piss. I was like, whoa, boy.
I didn't get anything out of that. Really. If I think about it.
I can't get over it. I can't. Get that.
Creepy.
It's like I just wanted to please others as if some form of self-validation, you know?
Uh-huh. I started drinking while putting a test together and flagged out, and half of it was missing.
Oh, God.
I had little self-respect.
Oh, there goes the chip. Gone to the Shadow Realm.
And I didn't heal much. The ocean was nice. Except for the giant barracuda that almost attacked me.
What? She's never said that before.
Nature is healing.
I do remember vaguely her saying she was scared of a fish at some point.
What is she talking about? Nature is healing.
I had fun singing.
You're not a crazy drunk? No, I'm really not. I don't get angry. I don't do any of that shit. I like to party.
And in my darkest,
Look at the crumbs. Looks like a Pollock painting.
in the darkest of times that you're going through, God will be the light. Because I did find God there.
Weird.
Ugh. You're a constructive person at heart. That's a nice compliment. I like that.
God helped me through. Because I would have completely lost it.
I got drunk and lost a whole ass pit bull. I searched the whole block, called the police and the SPCA. It was in the backyard.
Oh, my God.
If I didn't have that comfort. And I didn't see God every time I looked out at the ocean. I was lonely. That's why I live streamed like the whole time.
I'm gonna find the moonshine channel. I got some moonshine from a buddy that I've only had a little bit of, and I'm pretty excited to give it a go.
When I went off of my live stream, I was left with myself and my thoughts and my
I gotta see if I can get more of that coquito.
loneliness and...
Oh yeah, that was good.
Here we go. The level of unhappiness
Cat
I
finally leaves the food away. So
She calls it back over.
Baby girl, come eat the food.
I didn't even realize until I, you know, have some time to reflect.
You can make coquito? I know you can, but I think you have to be Hispanic to get it right.
Probably.
There were some fun moments. Of course. Especially for you guys, because it's entertainment, right?
It was very entertaining.
It was, yeah.
But for me, I remember
She really doesn't like that sandwich.
her a little bit differently than what you guys do. Sometimes I still get lonely, but it's more like if I feel like I'm going through something or experiencing emotions nobody I feel like can understand.
Aren't you married?
It's weird.
Or if someone's sleeping and I'm like awake. It's not the same kind of loneliness.
I do like Yabba's theory that she only sleeps for like an hour or two at a time, but then gets up and has to eat, and then goes back to bed, then
Yeah,
gets up
that's
and has to
probably
eat,
true.
then goes back to bed.
It's not the like voiding your soul kind of existential. And that's how I remember. That's why I'm not excited to go back to Canada.
But you are going back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everywhere I go, everything I do will just be memories of before I came here.
You realize memories are not like a destiny that you're doomed to repeat.
Right, you could just not call the crack dealers. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You mean like a newborn? That's exactly what I mean.
But not good ones. It was like too much past trauma.
So you're just gonna avoid a whole country?
Yep. Canada banned.
Which is unfortunate because my
I can never go back.
family's there. But even, you know, driving around, even going to Ottawa, will remind me of my grandmother. And I wish I could just pop in and see her.
You mean
Oh,
the
yeah.
grandma that you showed up cracked out to in a hoochie mama dress?
Mm-hmm. One she cared so much about that she made a bet on her life or whatever. That was creepy.
You ain't nothing but a hoochie mama, hood rat, hoochie mama.
So, that was the Cuba. But don't ever get drunk if you have really bad things on your mind and you're...
What? Just take responsibility for it,
No,
Chantel.
she can't. She cannot.
Just say, I spoke my feelings and I shouldn't have. Don't get drunk if you are jealous that somebody stole your crackhead and you're trying to pretend to be an abuse victim to get him back. So don't get drunk and do that.
Right.
your heart and your soul. And you just feel like hurting people.
That was your entire gimmick for like 6 months.
This is true.
It's alcohol. You still are in control. It doesn't remove your ability to control yourself.
She can use it as an excuse and pretend that's what it does.
But she can't control herself sober.
Right.
I like how she's trying to act super penitent in this. Like, I apologize for my mistakes. I own up to them completely.
Mm-hmm.
But never actually owns up to
Never
it.
actually acknowledges what she did.
Any places, like even for traveling, I don't know, I get triggered. I get really bad flashback vibes when I see any alcohol. So maybe that's why I also like to be here, because alcohol's prohibited.
What?
Gets
You got
flashbacks.
you got drunk like 8 times after
Got
that.
PTSD from that one time she got drunk. Now she has flashbacks if she sees a can of beer.
Does she realize how this sounds to like normal people?
The Facebook grandmas in the chat will believe it. It's fine.
Later, Mad Yikes.
Any intoxicants are pretty much prohibited, you know, drugs, alcohol. And as a former addict who's been through some really low times due to that, I just feel better, feel safer. I feel safer here. Ironically, a lot of you think that I'm in danger, but Kuwait's actually a really safe country.
No, you're in danger from yourself.
Right.
That's it.
Knock on wood. I don't like jinxing things. But yeah. Anyway, I know I look tired when I don't have much makeup on, but I am kind of tired. Oh, I don't have much energy, you know, and I feel like just getting up there in age, lack of exercise, proper exercise routine.
Chantel, you're 40. You're not 60. You can still have energy to do shit.
Eating food.
You act like a grandma with a broken fucking hip.
She wants to be a grandma with a broken hip, then she wouldn't have to do anything.
I don't remember who said it, but she really can't close that eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. But yeah, no, you're 40, Chantel. You're not ancient. You still have energy to live and do stuff.
Food that's not the best for energy level. Excuse me. Yada, yada, yada. Alright, guys, so I guess that's it for this video. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that.
So take zero accountability.
Some of the negative things I've gone through in Cuba really just outweighed for me the positive, and I really wish it wasn't that way. I wish I could just focus on the beach waves and the fun we had singing, you know, La Isla Bonita. But even that part of my life, I don't like to think about, because I had to be like drunk to do those things. I had to be inebriated, and I just don't to have the courage to enjoy life, you know, and I don't need that now. And I just yeah, it's just a different feeling for me, you know. I was going through a lot of turmoil internally. It wasn't fun at all. It was very hard, very traumatic, and I'm still processing a lot of that, not in the healthiest ways, you know, and I'm hoping that will change. But being here, being with someone who's super loving and supportive, staying away from drugs and alcohol.
She is doing her best right now to make it seem like she's completely changed her life.
Uh-huh. She's a new woman now.
When you can see that she is the same person.
Yep.
Literally nothing has changed. She was in Kuwait for 30 minutes before she was calling her husband's best friend's wife a whore.
Yep.
Is actually really helping. So, and the number one thing, turning to God, you know, having God in my life has actually made a huge difference. Like I said, it helped me get through the Cuba, having found some faith, and now that it's even stronger, it's immense. I don't feel purposeless. I don't feel hopeless. I don't feel that existential hole, like I said, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I have seen a few comments, people wishing that I would go to Cuba, book a trip to Cuba that'll solve all your problems. It's like, no, dude, I'm Muslim. I know people think that I'm just wearing this as a costume, but
You are. You don't do. You are Muslim in nothing but food and clothing.
She would, if she were doing the prayers and all that, she would be showing us. If she were reading the book, she would be telling us about what she read in it today.
Oh yeah. Oh
She's
yeah.
not. She's not doing any of the things.
but I mean, that's your prejudice. That's your thoughts.
That's not prejudice.
You're just being a racist against me, a brown Muslim woman.
Who taught her prejudice? Because she ain't using it right.
Just because I'm not perfect and I do sin sometimes, doesn't mean that I'm not sincere about my belief in Islam. So, and
I do sin sometimes. You know, I accidentally ate a whole pack of regular pork hot dogs.
Whoopsie whoopsie.
also, Cuba wasn't as good of a time as you might remember it. At least not for me. So,
she would give her left arm to be able to go back to Cuba and get the same viewers, to get the same ad rev, she would do it again in a heartbeat.
She sure would. And she would get wasted drunk just to do the same shit.
Yeah, boy.
Anyways, people change, people grow, people mature.
Oh yeah, you've done a great job of it. I mean, other than the growing bigger part, that's about it.
And I just thank you guys for listening. It really means a lot. I know you're not like doctor replacements or therapist replacers, whatever, but
you're gonna dump your purse on the floor anyway.
It does help to talk, for sure. All right, guys, I guess that's about it. Bye.
Wow.
So, as far as I can tell, I do believe we are caught up in Shantopolis. Yep. We are all caught up. So that'll be it for this one.
Okay.
Guys, thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful show. We got 2 extra toys for the tots, and we will see you all in the next one, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.